What is going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and we have 1 week to go until Project Resolve goes live. We can expect to see a ton of changes in the game, and as we finish out Year 5 Season 2, I wanted to bring you up to speed on a few things going on in the game. We're going to jump right into it. Now, most of you know there was a maintenance this morning. The entire point was to fix the issue that was affecting the manhunt progression, and as of my recording this video, the maintenance is completed. The problem should be solved. In full transparency, I actually thought it was solved a while back. I haven't really heard too much about it, but if you are still having a problem after today, please let me know and I will do my best to get you answers as quick as I can. Now, we also happen to have one more week of the Golden Bullet Global event. I know many of you out there truly enjoy playing the game during that time, so you still have, as of my recording this, 6 days and 16 hours left to jump in. And for those of you out there who are new or just returning to the game and you're looking for a beginner's guide on how the event works, I will leave a link to one I put out last week in the video description down below. Next, my fellow agents, I want to talk about Descent, as I have been getting a lot of questions about that game mode, and we are going to see some major changes with that when Project Resolve goes live next week. Now, one thing I've mentioned at the channel in the past is that I happen to be a big fan of Descent. I truly enjoy the game mode, but for me, and please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, I've never really had the desire to log in and play this on a daily basis because of the reward system. The game, like I said a moment ago, is going to make a major change to that. We will touch base on that in a moment, but the first thing we're going to get into is the rotating talent pool. Now, you can see on screen, when you go to Descent and open up your menu, you're going to see social, loadout, and progression. You're going to click on loadout, and when you do, you can see in the top right corner, there is also the talent pool. Now, when you scroll over, you are going to see the exotic talents that are currently active. So right now we have Empathetic Resolve, Kinetic Momentum, Dr. Home, Busy Little Bee, Agonizing Bite, and Adaptive Instincts. You can also see the game is going to show you the offensive, defensive, and skill talents as well, and you'll also notice at the very top it says it's going to rotate in 1 hour. Now, for me, that is 4 p.m. Pacific, and when we skip ahead that 1 hour, you will notice we do have some new exotic talents up there, and these are very popular ones when you're playing this game mode. We have Plague of the Outcasts, Incessant Chatter, Bullet Hell, Payment in Kind, and Liberty or Death. Now, there also happen to be some changes to the offensive, defensive, and skill talent pool as well, and you will also notice that this is going to rotate every 6 hours. However, it is important to mention the fact I am recording this on day 1 of the PTS Phase 2. Things are subject to change, but obviously if anything does, I will bring those updates to you right away. Now, we also know that the game is introducing a new reward system to Descent, and this is something players have wanted to see for a very long time, and of course we know we can get those exclusive blueprints, but you can also see that when Project Resolve does go live, we will be able to buy certain things from the NSA station. You can see you can buy exotic caches, name caches. There are going to be 4 exclusive items as well. And for those of you that may not know, when we get the next title update, there is also going to be a new exotic rifle called the Vindicator, and the only way to pick that up is by playing Descent, earning those credits, and buying one. You can see it costs $3.50, and do me a favor, let me know in the comments section, what do you think of this item being locked behind Descent? For me, it is going to give me the incentive to actually jump into this game mode. Many of you out there feel the same way, but obviously you know I love your feedback, and as always, my friends, questions or comments as well, please let me know and I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. Finally today, my fellow agents, we are going to talk about your Recalibration Library. As I know many people out there never made maxing that out a real priority, so you do have a few questions and we're going to go over those really quick. Now, for those of you out there who are new or just returning to the game and you're unsure how can you actually tell in your Recalibration Library what you need to max out, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough. So anytime you pick up a piece of loot in the game, you are going to see that item's core attributes, and you will also notice either an orange or a white triangle. Now, the orange one is going to indicate an attribute that is fully maxed out in your library, and the white one is going to show you where the attribute is currently sitting if it is not maxed out. And obviously, I want to show you an example really quick. To do so, we are going to go to the Recalibration Library, and one thing I recommend for any of you out there who do not have certain things maxed out, you definitely want to take some time and make that a priority. Now, one of the best things about this page is you can see there is a clear indication when you have a category that can actually be improved. So when we look at the marksman rifles, you can see on screen there is a green arrow, and that is the game telling me, hey, you know what, you've got something better here that can improve your library. You definitely want to check it out, so that is what I'm going to do. Now, if you notice, I do have 12 out of 12 attributes in this library, but you can also see only 4 out of those 12 are actually maxed out. I want to work on this now before everything everything goes live next week. The main reason for that is we are going to see a change where your library is going to directly coincide with how you can optimize certain things in the game. And to be very clear, you will still be able to maximize your library after Project Resolve goes live, but for me, I really don't have anything else to do in the game right now, so I am going to make that a priority. If you haven't done so as yet, I recommend you do the same. Now, as I start to wrap this video up, many of you have reached out to the channel asking about different settings, things we can expect to see next week, how the tinkering system is going to work, the reconfiguration of exotics, a bunch of different things as well. And my plan is simple, my fellow agents, just get ready for a ton of videos next week. We have a lot of stuff to look forward to in the game, and keep in mind, like all of you out there, I want to see that new content, but remember, the entire point of Project Resolve is to fix some core issues we have had in the game for a very long time. And one thing you've heard me say multiple times at the channel is, for me, I play on Xbox, I have rarely dealt with any game-breaking issues whatsoever, but I know, unfortunately, for many people out there, you've been dealing with some incredibly frustrating issues for a very, very long time. I talk to people that never play Countdown. The reason for that is because every time they go to extract, the game completely crashes, and so they get to a certain point where they're like, you know what, there's really no point in playing this. And like I said before, it is my sincere hope that these types of fixes are finally implemented into the game. I know many of you out there feel the same way. That is going to do it for this video. As always, I want to thank you all for your incredible support of this channel. Now, most of you know we do have giveaways here, and as you can see, our current one is for an Xbox Series S. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced April 4th of this year. Once again, my fellow agents, thank you so much for stopping by. Please let me know your thoughts on everything in the comment section down below, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.